Good afternoon, everyone. Please stand by. I gotta get my glasses. Hey, it's time once again for Strat-O-Matic Baseball. 1966 replay, game 431. Cleveland at Kansas City, the first of the two-game set. I'm Spokane Steve, and I'm pleased to be here on a Wednesday afternoon. Fairly nice day in Spokane. I was out, actually had a doctor's appointment this morning. Then I was almost late to the broadcast. I was watching a fantastic driving YouTube video of Stelvio Pass in Italy. And whether you know it or not, you've seen it. It's been in a lot of movies. I think James Bond, a few others. It's that windy mountain road in northern Italy, just absolutely breathtaking. Hello there, Echo Charlie, and welcome Kenyon Gray. Lefty John O'Donohue starts for Cleveland. He'll be opposed by righty Raleigh Sheldon for the Athletics. As you can tell by Sheldon's card, he'll finish the year with Boston. Mookie's been at it again, I'll tell you that. How did he get up there and... I don't know. He's a cat. He can get wherever he wants, right? Looking at these cards on the surface, they'd be somewhat, appear to be somewhat evenly matched. O'Donohue so far, 1-2 with a very high 6.75 ERA in 3 starts. He does have one complete game, and believe it or not, it was a shutout. He's also made 2 relief appearances, but only 14 2/3 innings. So throw out the complete game shutout, that's 5 2/3 innings over 4 appearances. 26 hits in 14 2/3 innings. So you'd have to assume, based on those numbers, that other than his complete game shutout, he's been absolutely bombed. Raleigh Sheldon has made 9 starts. He's 3-1 with a 4.64 ERA. He has one complete game. 61 hits allowed in 54 1/3 innings. So you pick 'em. Cleveland, first of all, the surprising, that's right, thank you very much, the surprising third place Cleveland Indians, 25-17, just 4.5 back of the Orioles, just a game and a half back of the second place Twins, and right behind them in fourth place at 22-18, the Kansas City Athletics. Kansas City has dropped 8 of their last 10, however. They do appear to be on a downward slide. Cleveland 5-5 in their last 10. Hello, DJ John. You know, whenever I see that at first, I want to say Dr. John. Echo Charlie's going to take KC today. Hello there, Gerald. Mookie's waving to you. And welcome to Joel Turney. So we're about ready to go here. Let's go ahead and give you the Cleveland lineup and we'll get started. It'll be Vic Davalillo leading off in center field. Max Alvis is at third base. Leon Wagner in left field. Rocky Calvito, of course, in the cleanup spot in right. Fred Whitfield at first. Chico Simone is at short. Pedro Gonzalez at second base. Duke Sims will do the catching and hit 8th, with O'Donohue hitting 9th. Looking at the Athletics in the field, it's going to be Phil Roof doing the catching. The infield, Harrelson, Green, Campaneris, and Charles. And the outfield, left to right, Caters in left today. Nossick and Hirschberger. Excuse me. Greetings, Ben. Welcome. Is it actually a brand, Old Swill? Is that a beer? Haven't heard of that one. Did have a great cup of coffee today. Four Seasons, a local roaster at this little coffee shop next to where my medical building is. Greetings to Jimmy Jam. Oh, sure. Yeah, I know that one. We used to sell a lot of that when I worked in Penn Valley, close to Grass Valley. All right, we're about ready to get started here. Home plate. Excuse God, I can't talk today. Home plate umpire says play ball. Raleigh Sheldon's ready to go, and up steps Vic Davalillo. Davalillo at 228, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs, left-handed hitter. Raleigh Sheldon gets the sign, and here's the first pitch of the game on a 6-7 left-hander. That's going to be banged into right field for a base hit, possible double on a 1. Davalillo will hold with a long single. Davalillo with good speed, star 15. Let's check the battery. Sheldon with a -1 hold. Roof a 0 arm. So Davalillo a 14. He's going to be held on at 12. And Max Elvis will be the hitter. Elvis comes in at 235. 8 home runs, 24 RBIs for the right-handed hitting third baseman. Sheldon working from the stretch now delivers a 3-4 right-handed hard smash to third. Charles has it down to Green for 1, on to first, double play. Sheldon gets the ground ball. It's a twin killing, 2 out and nobody on. Leon Wagner will step to the plate. The left-handed hitting outfielder comes into the game at 316, 7 home runs and 22 runs batted in. Sheldon into the windup. Here's the pitch. It's a 5-6 left-hander, and Wagner bangs it into center field for a base hit. 2 singles off of Sheldon this inning. Double play looming somewhat large at this point. And Rocky Colavito will come to bat here in the first inning. Colavito leading the team in batting at 328. 10 home runs, 25 RBIs. Sheldon from the stretch once again. Here's the pitch to Rocky on a 5-5. He loses him ball 4. Wagner down to second. Colavito takes first on the walk. And here comes Fred Whitfield. Runners at first and second, 2 away. Whitfield at 282. He leads the ball club in home runs with 11 and in runs batted in with 35. The Indians in their 43rd game of the season. Left-handed hitter Sheldon checks the runner. It's a 4-5 left-handed. It's a grounder to shortstop X. Tough chance for Campaneris, 3E23. Into the hole on a 6. He makes a fine play and throws him out to retire the side. And the Indians come up with nothing in the first. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left after half an inning. Cleveland nothing, Kansas City come into bat. And Sheldon really bailed out by his defense in that inning, to be sure. Anything but overpowering. And here's the left-handed O'Donohue taking his warm-ups. And greetings to Bill Ivemy. Here's the Kansas City lineup for today's game. Bert Campaneris leads it off at shortstop. Ed Charles, the third baseman. Mike Hirschberger will be in right field. Danny Cater is playing left field today in the cleanup spot. Dick Green at second base. Ken Harrelson is at first. Joe Nosek in center field. Phil Roof will do the catching, and Sheldon the pitcher. And greetings, Kevin L. Boy, and more trades to come. More trades, I guess. I was going to say more sell-offs to come for Kansas City. Kevin for the A's anyway. And they're hanging in there. As I pointed out earlier, they have struggled of late, dropping 8 of their last 10. They're currently on a 1-game losing streak. Cleveland a modest 1-game winning streak. Hard to even call that a streak. O'Donohue, the left-hander, ready to go to work. And here's Campy Campaneris to lead it off. Burt hitting .260, 1 homer, 18 RBIs. O'Donohue into the windup. Pitch is a 1-6 left-handed fly ball into straightaway center. Davalillo ranging to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out. 1 down. Here's Ed Charles. Charles hitting .274, 1 home run, 15 RBIs. The left-hander winds and deals. It's a .210 left-handed, and he bangs it the other way into right field. It's going to fall in front of Colavito for a base hit. 1 out single for Charles. Good speed on the bases, star 16. Let's check the Cleveland battery. O'Donohue a -3 hold. Sims a 0. The 3 hold, that's a -3 battery, making Charles a 13. And early in the game, they're not going to hold him. So he's got the lead if he wants to go at 13. To me, that's borderline, so I'm going to roll for it. 1-3 he goes. He's going to go. 1-13, there goes Charles. Sims pegged down there. He's caught like a thief in the night. Nice throw by Sims. Had him beat by 3 steps. Late break for Charles, perhaps. Charles now in the stolen base department is 1-2. And with 2 outs, here's the next pitch to Hertzberger. 2-8 left-handed, fly ball center field. Davalillo is right there, and that'll do it in the first. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left on, and we're scoreless after an inning. Both starting pitchers got a little bit of help in the first inning. Probably more so for Sheldon as we go to the second in a scoreless game. There is Michael. Welcome, Michael. Made it for the trifecta. It's a fire sale. That's right, Franklin. He's been here. Okay. Sorry, Franklin. Didn't see you come in. Out of the park baseball. I can't ever keep this straight for some reason. Which game used to be called Pursue the Pennant? Chico Samoan will lead off the second. Why can't I find his stats? Oh my goodness, because he's clear down at the bottom. It's been a struggle for Chico. 9 for 68, a 132 average. Sheldon into the windup. 5-9 right-handed. Fly ball to straightaway left. Danny Cater drifting over and puts it away. Here's Pedro Gonzalez now. Gonzalez hitting 268. 2 home runs, 16 RBIs. Sheldon gets the sign from Roof now, and here's the pitch to Gonzalez on a 1-7 right-handed. That's going to be a liner towards third base. Single to 6, and it's through into left field for a base hit. Gonzalez with good speed. Now he's aboard. Minus 114. He'll be held on at 12. That'll bring up the catcher, Duke Sims. Sims at 296. 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. Sims in just his 19th ball game. He's 16 for 54. Sheldon out of the stretch. The pitch to Sims is a 5-9 left-handed. Fly ball into left field. Drifting over is Cater, and he'll handle it. And with 2 down, the pitcher, O'Donohue, will come to bat. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. 2W, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 3-6. Grounder to shortstop. Campaneris has it. Throws him out, and that'll do it for the Indians in the second. No runs to hit, 1 left. We're still scoreless. Oh, wow, Bill. A new Earl Weaver book. I'm interested. Not that I read much anymore. It's hard for me to read. These damn reading glasses, I have to have the book in a very uncomfortable position. I think what I need is a book light or something like that. Back in the day, I read his book Winning, and that's one of my favorite baseball books ever. Just loved that book. I think I still have it. And welcome into the chat, Jeremiah. How the hell is everyone today? I tell you, I went to the orthopedic guy, and I got another cortisone injection in my shoulder. Yeah, have Mookie read it to you. Okay, so that's not Pursue the Pennant. That's not the same one you normally do with the relocated Rays, is it, Franklin? And hello, good afternoon to Mike. Cater, Green, and Harrelson coming to bat here in the bottom of the second. Danny Cater with Kansas City. Just 3 for 14 with a home run. Let's check his overall numbers. Remember, he was traded. 221, 2 homers, 7 RBIs, and just 68 at-bats. O'Donohue gets his sign. The pitcher. Pitch to the right-handers, a 6-8 right-handed hard smash to third. Alvis fires across in time, 1 down. That'll bring up Dick Green. Green still leading the club in RBIs with 28, 273 with 3 home runs. The left-hander into the windup. 6-9 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. And down goes Dick Green, first strikeout of the game on either side. And the batter will be Ken Harrelson. Harrelson hitting 236, 1 home run, 10 RBIs. That's awesome. Earl was no dummy, that's for sure. I still have almost a superstitious awe of his managerial skills. Way ahead of his time. Forget the bunting. Walks and 3-run homer. Kind of like today's game, isn't it? Ben, let's just say he had a colorful vocabulary. Here's the pitch to Harrelson. It's a 4-7 right-handed. That is going to be lined towards shortstop. Simone trying to get to it, but that'll be through into center field for a base hit. Single to 15, he rolls the 7. Harrelson a star 18. The -3 battery 15, he'll be held at 13. With 2 outs, Kansas City loves to run. He's going to try for it. He needs a 4 or a 5. Does not get the lead, and the batter will be Nosek. Excuse me. Joe Nosek just 3 for 41. That's 0.73 average. And here's the pitch from O'Donohue on a 5-6 right-handed grounder to first base. Whitfield will take it to the bag. And that'll do it. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We are scoreless through 2. And a welcome Jay. Is that Jay, California? Just guessing on the CA there. I'm just going to call you Jay if that's okay with you. And here's Sheldon once again. Sheldon will be facing the top of the Cleveland lineup here in the 2nd inning. Davalillo singled his first time up. Sheldon into the windup. Pitch to Davalillo is a 6-7 left-hander. That is banged into right field for a base hit. Double on a 1, and it'll be a base hit. Davalillo 2 for 2 today. Star 15. With the battery -114, he'll be held on at 12, and the batter will be Elvis. Elvis bounced into the twin killing in the first. Sheldon working from the stretch once again, and here's the pitch to Elvis on a 4-8 right-handed fly to left field. Cater backing up a bit and pulls it in. 1 away, and here's Leon Wagner now. Heart of the order coming up for the Tribe. Wagner 1 for 1. Sheldon gets the sign. Here's the pitch from the stretch. Whoops, I hit the 5-8, and that is ripped hard into right field. Going back is high deep fly ball. Going back is Hirschberger. That is off the wall. That's going to be an extra base hit for Wagner. Davalillo rounding 17, but Hirschberger with a -4 gun 13. With 1 out, they're going to slam the brakes on. Third base coach frantically waving at Davalillo. He really wanted to try to score on that. And the regulars know by now my book is never make the baseball book is never make the second out at home. And with a 35% chance of doing just that, that's enough for me. 1 to 14. That's another story. I'd have to think about that one. So is the CA for California or no? Hello, Dave Little. Welcome aboard. John Miller wrote the book. Different John Miller, of course. Second and third now. Early in the game, but Kansas City is going to pull the infield in. Rocky walked his first time up. Sheldon studying the signs. Now the windup on the pitch to Colavito on a 2-7 right-handed. Ground ball A, but with the infield in, that's going to be a 2-star single. Davalillo can walk home. They're waving Wagner around. He'll score. It's a 2-run single for Rocky Colavito, and Cleveland takes a 2-0 lead. Six hits already off of Sheldon. Rated 6 for endurance. And the batter will be Fred Whitfield. Whitfield, of course, grounded to short his first time up. Runner at first, not being held. Sheldon out of the stretch. The pitch is a 6-3 left-handed fly ball to left field X. Tough chance for Cater. 4E14, Cater racing towards the line. He's not going to get that. That's going to be a double 2 stars. Stopping at third, Rocky Colavito. And Cleveland jumping all over Raleigh Sheldon here in the third. With one out, the infield will come in again for Chico Simone. Sheldon gets the sign now, the windup, the pitch on a 1-5, ground ball C to second base with the infield in. That's going to prevent the run. Green, a glance at the runner, flips to Harrelson, and the infield in saves a run there. With 2 down, it'll be up to Pedro Gonzalez. Duke Sims on deck. If you're having any thoughts about walking Pedro. Pedro singled his first time up. Infield back as Sheldon goes into the windup, and the pitch on a 4-7 left-handed ground ball to second again. Green to Harrelson, and that'll do it. So Sheldon wiggles out of it. Cleveland scores 2 runs on 4 hits. They leave 2 runners in scoring position, and they take a 2-0 lead to the bottom of the third. How the hell is everyone today? Good to see you. Good to see you. I tell you, I really look forward to these games now. I say now, I mean, I always did, but lately I find it's a welcome diversion. And happy hump day to you, Dan. O'Donohue staked to a 2-run lead, getting ready to go to work here in the bottom of the third. Phil Roof will start it off. Roof, the backup catcher, just 5 for 23 on the season. 4 of those 5 hits for extra bases. 2 doubles, a triple, and a home run. The left-hander into the windup. 6-6 righty. That is a triple to 4. Roof bangs one into left field, and he'll hold with a long single. Leadoff single for Roof. Sheldon a C bunter. And he squares to bunt. 4 on a C. Hits it to the pitcher, who goes to first, and the sacrifice works to perfection. One down, Roof in scoring position, and here's Campaneris. Campy flew to center his first time up. O'Donohue checks the runner now. And here's the pitch on a 6-3 right-handed. That is hit to left field. Single to 15. And that's down for a base hit. 2 stars. That will drive in roof. RBI single for Campaneris. That makes it a 2-1 ball game. And Campy with 14 stolen bases on the year. You know what he's got on his mind. Minus 316 held at 14, and he's going to roll for the lead with Charles at the plate. 2 through 6 or 12. That is a 7, and he does not get it. What would he be on the back number? Minus 3. Held on for 8. Yeah, no good. And once again, it's warmer in eastern Canada than in Spokane. Thank you, Bill. Echo Charlie, calculus homework. So we have another youngster here, huh? Two to 1 ball game. Campaneris being held. Here's the pitch to Charles now. On a 5-5 right-handed, it's a grounder to shortstop X. Tough chance for Chico Simone. 4E34. The range is up the middle on a 1. He's not going to get that. That's a single. And Campaneris will round and head to third. Kansas City coming right back here in the bottom of the third. Charles, 13. Not held. A little different situation here as he represents the go-ahead run. Knowing how Kansas City loves to run, they're going to hold him on at 11. Yeah, exactly, Bill. And there's gonna be a showdown. With the runner being held, infield will be at double play depth for Hirschberger. O'Donohue checks the runners. Now from the stretch, comes in there with a 2-3. Left-handed, foul ball left side. Albus over by the stands and makes the catch. So a big play there for Cleveland. 2 down, and it'll be up to Cater. Danny Cater 0 for 1. That was a hilarious film. O'Donohue checks the runners. Here's the pitch to Cater on a 4-11, and he loses him. Ball 4, Cater takes his base, and the bases are loaded. So Dick Green will come to bat in the third with the bases loaded, 2 down. And his team trailing by 1. O'Donohue into the full windup now. The pitch is a 4-6 right-handed, and that is blistered into left center. Double to 15, and that will be extra bases. Here comes Campaneris to score. They're waving Charles around to score. Cater will stop at third on a 2-run double by team RBI leader Dick Green. For Green, RBIs 29 and 30 on the season. I got to look at his card now. 62 RBIs in real life. He has 30 already. And you've got to wonder, where would Kansas City be without the RBI bat of Dick Green? I'm trying to remember a couple of the quotes that I've used from that movie. It's one of those movies that I've used a couple things from over the years. With 3 runs in the second, the Athletics have taken the lead, and now Ken Harrelson will bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 down. O'Donohue comes in there with a 2-10 left-handed grounder wide of second. Gonzalez is there, flips to Whitfield, and that'll do it. But with 3 runs on 4 hits, Kansas City takes the lead, and after 3 innings of play, it's a 3-2 ball game. She said handsome, not handless. I'm laughing at Ben's second to the last comment. That reminds me, I just made an appointment to get my mandatory enhanced ID because I'm flying in May and I have to have it. I wonder how much they're going to soak me for that. Okay, now it's Sheldon going to work with the lead. It'll be Sims, O'Donohue, and Davalillo for Cleveland. Sims 0 for 1. Sheldon getting his sign from Phil Roof now, and here's the pitch. It's a 5-3 left-handed grounder to the pitcher X. Sheldon a good fielding pitcher, a 3-0. Here's the play on a 15, error range 6. He makes the play, and there's 1 down. O'Donohue batting right-handed. The pitch from Sheldon on a 4-7 ground ball, slow roller toward short. Campaneris charging it now on the run, throws him out. And quickly there's 2 down in the 4th. That'll bring up Davalillo. He's 2 for 2 in this one. Warm up those dice a little. Here's the pitch to Davalillo. It's a 4-7 left-handed ground ball wide of second. Green plugging the hole and throws to Harrelson. And it's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Raleigh Sheldon. So Sheldon with the shutdown inning after his team hands him the lead. Score remains the same as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom 3rd of the order for the Athletics. Joe Nosek to start things off. O'Donohue gets the sign from Sims. Here's the windup and the pitch. 4-9 to the right-hander. Ground ball wide of short. Up the middle to get it is Simone. Twists and fires in time. That'll bring up Roof now. Roof singled his first time up. O'Donohue into the windup. The pitch is a 2-8 left-handed fly ball into straightaway left field. Wagner backing up and hauls it in. 2 down quickly here in the 4th, and the batter will be Sheldon. O'Donohue's pitch, 5-2 right-handed. Shallow fly to left. Wagner coming on, and he's there. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for O'Donohue. And welcome Kurt Miller. Yeah, you noticed that, Kurt. That's been about a week now of that. I felt it would add more drama. For instance, 4-9 right-hander. He goes back to the wall, to the track, roll the blue dice. Ka-ching. Right? I thought it might add a little bit more drama. $85 or $90. Yikes. Yeah, I'm sure it didn't go down any. Elvis 0 for 2. Sheldon gets the sign from Roof. Here's the windup and the pitch to Max Elvis on a 2-8 righty. He struck him out. Here's Leon Wagner, now 2 for 2. Sheldon gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Wagner. It's going to be a 3-7 right-handed. Struck him out. First 2 strikeouts of the game for Sheldon, who seems to be settling into a groove now. And here comes Rocky Colavito. Singled and walked so far. 2-run single in the third, walked back in the first. Sheldon getting the sign. Here's the pitch to Rocky on a 5-9 right-handed. Fly to right field, playable. Hirschberger drifting over and grabs it for the third out. Now Sheldon's now retired 8 in a row. We're halfway through with the Athletics leading 3-2. All the scoring in the third inning in this one. It will be the top of the order for Kansas City. Bottom of the 5th, here's Bert Campaneris to lead it off. Campy 1 for 2 today. The left-hander into the windup. The pitch is a 5-2 right-handed. Shallow fly ball to left. Here comes Wagner to make the catch. That's 3 putouts in a row for Leon Wagner. Now the batter will be Ed Charles. Charles 2 for 2. You're not wrong, Michael. It's coming. O'Donohue into the windup. Pitch to Charles, a 3-9 left-handed ground ball wide of third. Elvis is there, throws him out. 2 down, and the batter will be Hirschberger. Mike 0 for 2 today. No, they don't trade the catfish. Here's the pitch to Hirschberger. 110 left-handed grounder shortstop. Simone. 2 Whitfield. And it's another 1-2-3 inning. 5 innings in the books. 3-2 Athletics. Let's see who does get traded. Harrelson to Washington. That's the only one in the starting lineup. John Wyatt to Boston. Talbot to the Yankees. Billy Bryan to the Yankees. Jose Tartabull to Boston. Yeah, quite a bit of talent's going to leave town. Yeah, either that or he didn't want to pay him, Bill. I kind of doubt it, Kurt. That's still up for debate, though. I wouldn't mind doing it, but the biggest problem I see with that is collating all the cards. Especially with some of these guys changing teams. I could see that being a big hey, getting everybody back where they're supposed to be. Raleigh Sheldon going into his first inning of potential fatigue here in the 6th. He is a 6, so Donahue, I think, is also a 6. He is. Yeah, they really were for a while, Michael. Fred Whitfield to lead off the 6th. He's doubled 1 for 2. Sheldon into the windup. The pitch is a 6-10 left-handed. That's going to be catcher's card X. That'll be Roof. Roof, a 2E6. On a 3, foul out to the catcher, 1 down. Simone. Oh, yeah, he was. Check up, Franklin, do yourself a favor and look up the article on Finley's pennant porch. It's a knee slapper, I assure you. Now that's definitely believable, Bill. I have no trouble at all believing that. Here's Chico Simone 0 for 2. Sheldon into the windup. It's a 6-10 right-handed. It's catcher card again. 2E6 Roof. Let's do it again. On a 14, pop out to the catcher. 2 X plays to the catcher back-to-back, 2 down, and here's Pedro Gonzalez. Sheldon gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Pedro on a 2-10 right-handed. He pops him up on the left side. Campy is there. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Sheldon, who's now retired 11 straight. So Sheldon, after a rough second inning, has settled down remarkably here. And his team's in front, 3-2. O'Donohue in his first endurance inning now. He'll be looking at Cater, Green, and Harrelson. And before we get there, I'm going to take a quick one and get some more coffee. Trying to work that left shoulder a bit. Doc said stretch it as much as you can. See if you can work it out. I asked him what would happen if this injection didn't work. He says, well, then we'll have to do an MRI. And then I'm thinking maybe you injured your rotator cuff. And I said, well, how? I don't throw left-handed. I throw all my 90-mile-an-hour fastballs right-handed. And I got a little smile out of him. That's about it. Okay, here's Cater, bottom of the 6th. O'Donohue ready to go to work. He gets the sign from Sims, the left-hander into the windup. The pitch on a 6-8 right-handed, grounder to third base, fielded there by Alvis. Throws across in time. Dice-eyed. It could be, Kurt. I kind of think it was from that 4,000 plus mile drive. back in September, October. That's when it flared up, early October. Wow. That's amazing, Kurt. Colavito earning $57,000 this season. Only $550K in today's dollars. That's not even minimum wage. I think the minimum wage now is $800,000. Somewhere in there. Here's Green, his 2-run double, the big hit of the game so far. O'Donohue with the windup. Pitch to Green is a 5-6 righty. It's a grounder to first. Whitfield has it. Flips to O'Donohue covering, and there's 2 down. And here's Harrelson now, 1 for 2. O'Donohue with the pitch is a 4-7 righty. That's going to be lined towards short and through into left field for a single. Single to 15. He just does get it with the 14. Hawk, 15 not held. He'll be held at 13. And with 2 out, he's going to try for it. Needs a 4 or a 5. 8, he does not get it. And here's Nosek. Nosek, 0 for 2 today. O'Donohue from the stretch. It's a 3-8 left-handed. He bangs a single into left field. Harrelson to third. 13 plus 2 minus 2 with 2 outs. Wagner a 0, still a 13. They're going to hold him up. So first and second 2 down, it'll be up to Phil Roof. One more hit or walk will fatigue O'Donohue. There's activity in the Cleveland pen. Tom Kelly, the righty, Bob Allen, the lefty, throwing down there. Well, I did throw a lot of boxes, Michael. You know, I've had a lot of back problem over the years, but I'm stumped by this left shoulder thing. Left shoulder yet. I would think if anything it would be the right shoulder. Okay, here's Roof. Tying run in scoring position. Go ahead, run at first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. O'Donohue with a pitch to Phil Roof is a 2-9 left-handed. He struck him out. And Kansas City strands 2, and we go to the 7th still 3-2. Yeah, I'd be quite pleased with that too, Ben. Here's Sheldon now, his 2nd endurance inning. In a tight 3-2 ball game, we're moving to the 7th. It's going to be Sims, the pitcher's Spot, and Davalillo. Duke Sims 0 for 2 on the day. Sheldon gets the sign from Roof. Here's the pitch to the Duke. It's a 2-6 righty, and he loses in ball 4. Second endurance inning for Sheldon, and now the Indians are going to send up a pinch hitter for O'Donohue. So O'Donohue's day will come to an end. He worked 6 innings. Gave up 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Walked just 1. And struck out 2, it looks like, 2. And with all the right-handers coming up, they're going to go to Tom Kelly. Paul Lindblad begins to toss in the Kansas City pen. And let's see who the batter's going to be now. No left-handed hitters on the Cleveland bench. And they're going to send up Chuck Hinton. So Sims at first, very slow. Here's Hinton now. Hinton on the season, 258, 5 homers, 16 RBIs. Standing in from the right side as Sheldon gets the sign from the stretch now. The pitch to Hinton is a 1-8 right-handed. That is a high fly ball to deep left field. Going back is Cater at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Home run Hinton. And the score flip-flops again. Chuck Hinton with a 2-run pinch hit home run. Whoops, I did those in the wrong color. And for Hinton, that's his 6th home run of the season. Now one more hitter walk will fatigue Sheldon. They can be worth something, Ben. You think they're worth $55K, though. Or $800K in today's game. Davalillo, the left-handed hitter, Sheldon with the windup and the pitch. That is a 4-7 left-handed grounder, second base. It's Green over to Harrelson. That's the first out of the inning. Dark trying to stick with Sheldon. Sheldon due to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Here's Max Alvis now. Max 0 for 3 today. That's going to be a 3-8 right-handed. He struck him out. Two down, it will be up to Leon Wagner. Wagner 2 for 3 in this one. Sheldon into the windup. The pitch. 6-5 left-handed, grounder to first base. Harrelson will take it himself. And Sheldon does complete the inning. I'm looking at something now. Wagner made the last out, so we could leave Hinton in the game in left, who's a better fielder than Wagner. And we put the new pitcher in Wagner's spot. Let me get Hinton's defense here. 3E10 with a 0. And he's a good runner. Excellent runner, actually. 16. And we're going to take a break here for the 7th inning stretch. Tom Kelly will be coming on to pitch for Cleveland, who on a 2-run pinch hit homer by Hinton have taken a 4-3 lead. I'm going to use the restroom. Then we're going to fire up the Mookie cam, and then we'll wrap her up. righty. Let's fire up the Mookie cam. We won't have far to look today. There he is. On my dinner table, lunch table. Basically my eating table. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean, as most of you guys know. This here, okay, you've seen the kitchen, obviously. And then my desk and whatnot. Treadmill over there. This should be the dining area. But I've got the microwave stand here. The printer. Mookie's corner. This was a perfect place for this desk. It was either that or put it in the bedroom. And the light is much better here. My other apartment, I never ate in the kitchen either. I lived there for 23 years. Always ate with a TV tray or on the coffee table. Okay, Cleveland stunned the home crowd in the top of the seventh. The leadoff walk to Sims. Chuck Hinton came off the bench and blasted a 2-run homer. And the Indians go to the bottom of the seventh with a 2-run lead. Kansas City will start the inning off with a pinch hitter for Sheldon. Sheldon worked 7 innings today. Gave up 8 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks. One of them cost him big time. And he struck out 3. Batting against Kelly. I have a good idea who it's probably going to be. The pinch hitter will be Jose Tardible. A little early, perhaps, but I can't think of a better spot for Tardible. Still the league's leading hitter at .392. Can you believe that? No home runs, but 12 extra base hits and 21 RBIs. Kelly gets the sign. The right-hander into the windup. The pitch to Jose is a 6'6" lefty, and he loses him ball 4. A leadoff walk to Tardible, and the tying run is aboard. Here he comes. Oh my goodness, you cannot have the dice. No, 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 come here. Come here. You're going to go after everything. Go down. Tardible, star 19 Steeler aboard. Kelly with a -3 hold. Sims a 0. So Campanera 16. Held at 14. He's going to... I'm sorry. Tardible, same thing. Held at 14. He's going to roll for the lead. 2 through 5 and 12. 7, he does not get it. And Campaneris will swing away. If he was an A or a B, I'd think about a bunt here. The right-hander from the stretch. Pitch to Campy on a 4-4 shortstop X. That could be 2, but that's going to be a tough play for Simone. 4E34. Ranges up the middle on a 9. E-range, a 3 on a 44. And do I have to say it? It's a one-base error of Chico Simone. Kansas City gets the first 2 aboard. That's the first error of the game. And here's Ed Charles. Could be. Nope, it's 0. Indeed, Steve May, it can be. Here's Charles now, 2 for 3 on the day. Kelly set. Here's the pitch to Charles on a 5-3 righty. Grounded to the pitcher X. Kelly 315. Could be 2. Here's the play. On a 20. Force play. He goes down to second for the force to first, not in time. On a 1-4 force. Campaneris is erased. Tartable takes third. Charles also with good speed out there. 16-13 not held. Oh, this is a dilemma now for Cleveland actually. One out. They're going to have to pull the infield in. That gives Charles the automatic lead at first. He can steal 1-13. I'm going to throw it out to the group. I'll give you a minute. Would you try to steal with Charles? He has the lead. As you cannot have the infield in and hold the runner simultaneously. Have Charles go or Hirschberger swing away. Tying run at third. The go-ahead run at first represented by Charles. Tough call. I'm inclined to swing. No, I didn't roll for the lead, though, Ben. He's just 13. He's not held on, so he automatically has the lead at 13. He doesn't have to roll for it. Isn't that right? No, I wouldn't either. Everybody seems to be in agreement. No sense having him gunned down. Then there's 2 down. And Tartable can't score on a fly ball. Better to let Hirschberger hit here. He's 0 for 3. Infield in. Here's the pitch to Hirschberger. It's a 6-7. That's going to be a base hit. This game is tied. It could be a double on a 4. And it is a double. Oh, my God. A 2-star double by Hirschberger, who comes through to tie the ball game. Scoring is Tartable. To third goes Charles. Given RBI to Hirschberger on the double, and we got a tie ball game. Yay! Great managing by committee. And the batter will be Danny Cater. Cater 0 for 2 with the walk. Infield will still be in. Kelly getting the sign. Pitch to Cater on a 2-9 right-handed grounder to second. That'll prevent a run with the infield in. Gonzalez looks him back and throws him out. The infield in saves a run there. 2 down and Dick Green the hitter. Green 1 for 3 with a 2-run double in the third. Harrelson on deck. Kelly with the windup. 3-9 right-handed comebacker. Kelly over to Whitfield, and he wiggles out of it. But the Athletics tie it up. A run on a hit. They leave 2 in scoring position. After 7 innings of play, we are all locked up at 4 apiece. So Sheldon's out. We're going to need a new pitcher. Right, left, right. Gonzalez is right-handed. Aker pitched in this game in real life. I'm inclined to go with Aker. Well, Aker pitched in an 8-3 game. I just want to check his usage here real quick. Oh yeah, Aker is way underused. That settles it. Aker, 113 relief innings that year in real life. And he's been the man out of the Kansas City pen so far. Let's see if he can double switch with anybody. Yeah, we'll leave Tartable in left. We'll put the pitcher in Cater's spot. And Tartable stays in the 9 spot in left. 2E2 +1. Pitcher will go in Cater's spot. All tied up, going to the 8th. Hell of a game today. Man, we've had some good ones lately. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me, man. I appreciate it. I'm checking the... I have a question, Ben. Let's say a star base stealer is not held, and the lead is automatic. Does he still have to roll for it? I would say no, but I never really thought about that before. Not at all. Okay, he's got the lead, he just goes. It's Colavito, Whitfield, and Simone here in the 8th inning. Rocky, 1 for 2 with the walk. Aker ready to go to work now. Here's the windup. Aker, always going to give you Aker's stats. 0-3, a dozen saves, which leads the majors, I think. Definitely leads the American League. 4.35 ERA, a little high for Aker. The pitch to Rocky on a 3-9, and that ball is absolutely crushed to left center. Nosek and Cater start back, and they just look up and watch it go. Home run, Rocky Colavito. And I don't know about you, but it feels to me like it's been a long time between Colavito home runs. That is his 11th of the season. And Cleveland jumps back in front, 5-4. Don't knock the rock. Absolutely, exactly. Here's Whitfield now, 1 for 3. Aker gets the sign. 3-8 right-handed, ground ball shortstop. It's Campy. Over to Harrelson. That's out number 1. The batter will be Simone. Thank you, Michael. Yes. My mistake. Yes, Tartable is in left now. Hell, it wouldn't have mattered if I was in left. The way that ball was hit. Here's the pitch to Simone. It's a 4-5 right-handed, and that ball is drilled to left center. Going back at the track at the wall, that is off the wall for a double for Chico Simone. And Jack Aker getting hit here in the 8th. That's going to bring up Gonzalez. Pedro 1 for 3 today. Aker ready to go to work now. I love it, Dan. Pitch to Pedro. Oh, we got a leaner. Yep. That'll be a re-roll. Here's the next pitch. On a 4-9 shallow fly to center. On comes Nosek to make the play. And I've got to remember to pull Simone out of the game now, at least out of shortstop. He can play other positions. Here's Sims with 2 down. Aker with the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a 6-9 left-handed shortstop X. Tough chance Campy, 323. Here's the play. On a 10, it's the E rating. It's that 5 on a 23, and it's going to be off of his glove. That's an error for Campaneris. First Kansas City error of the game. Simone takes 3rd. And the batter will be Chuck Hinton. Hinton in the 9 spot now. I got to remember that one, Dan. That is a beauty. Okay, Aker pitching to Chuck Hinton. Hinton, of course, with the key pinch home run, 2-run blast last inning. Now batting in the 8th, and Aker with the windup and the pitch on a 1-2 grounder second base. Green to Harrelson, and that'll do it. The Indians, with a home run by Rocky Colavito, take a 5-4 lead. Let's take a look at their defense now. Gonzalez. Where can Simone play? All right, we're not going to leave him at short. They have another shortstop. Larry Brown will come in and take over at short for Simone. So defensive change for Cleveland. Brown at shortstop, 331. With the 3 right-handers coming up, they're going to stick with Kelly as right-hander Don McMahon begins loosening in the Cleveland pen. Back and forth game today. The Indians struck first with 2 runs in the 3rd. Athletics fired in right back with 3 in the bottom of the inning to take a 3-2 lead. The Indians plated 2 in the top of the 7th on a pinch hit homer by Chuck Hinton to lead 4-3. The Athletics again stormed right back. An RBI double by Hirschberger to tie the game. And in the top of the 8th, Rocky Colavito absolutely crushed one to give the Indians the lead. I'm pretty sure it's Campy with 14, Kurt, but let's take a look at it. League stats, leaders. It is Campy with 14. Don Buford in second with 13. Tommy Agee has 12. And then it's Tartable and Valentine with 11. So with Tartable tied for 4th, 2 of the leaders playing in this game, but it's Campy with 14, who leads the league. It's going to be Harrelson, Nosek, and Roof in the bottom of the inning. Kelly ready to go to work. His second inning rated 4 for relief endurance. The Hawk 2 for 3 today. Kelly into the windup. The pitch is a 1-9. Struck him out. Harrelson down on strikes. Nosek will be the hitter. Kelly into the windup. The pitch is a 6-9 right-handed. Fly ball to straightaway center. Ranging over is Davalillo to make the catch. And there's 2 down quickly. Here's Roof now, 1 for 3 today. Kelly's pitch on a 5-6, that's going to be a ground ball third base way. Single to 10, that's through into left field. And Phil Roof, 2 for 3. 2 for 4, excuse me. 2 for 4 for Roof. The tying run, Tartable at the plate. We got to try to find a pinch runner now for Roof. Two catchers on the bench for Kansas City, both with +3 arms, but I made the mistake of worrying too much about that last time. They're going to bring the uncarded computer-only card, Ron Stone, in to pinch run for Roof. Stone, a 14 runner. That's the best they have. Larry Stahl, also a 14. Stone, a star 15 stealer. -312, so they won't hold him on. And here's Tartable. Came off the bench, drew a walk, came around to score. League's leading hitter. In fact, I've got the stats up. Yeah, he sure is. 392. Boog Powell in second at 349. Kelly ready to go to work. The pitch to Tartable. 5-5 lefty. It's a high fly ball to right field. Colavito backing up on the track, hauls it in. So a loud out to right for Tartable. Kansas City strands Stone. And that could backfire because you're going to need another catcher. And that's going to be Ken Suarez. Him and Billy Bryan, both 4+3. E16 +3. Using Suarez because Bryan might be needed as a pinch hitter. Suarez, especially against righties, not much there. Second inning of work for Jack Aker. They got to him in the 8th. Should say Rocky Colavito got to him in the 8th. Oh, that's cool, Dan. So is that a theater? Cinematheque? I'm not familiar with that one. Of course, I haven't lived there in 36 years, so it could be new for all I know. at the arrow. Now, it doesn't help me. I don't know that one either. Top of the order for the Indians here. They lead by a run as we go to the 9th inning. That's in Santa Monica. Okay. Vic Davalillo will start it off. He's 2 for 4 on the day. Jack Aker into the windup. 2-9 right-handed. Little comebacker to Jack. He's got it. Takes a couple steps towards first and tosses it to Harrelson for the out. Here's Elvis now. Max is 0 for 4 today. Aker gets his sign. The windup and the pitch on a 5-6 righty. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Kelly due up. They're going to hit for him. They were most likely going to bring in Don McMahon anyway. Landis, probably. Landis or Dick Hauser, take your pick. They're going to go with Landis. Jim Landis on the season. Maybe that wasn't a great choice. 9 for 47. It's a 191 average for Jim. Aker with the pitch. That's a 5-8 right-handed second base X. That'll be Green. 2E19. Green ranging to his left on a 15, and he makes the play and throws him out. 1-2-3 inning for Aker. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. See, Hinton's in left. Who's in center? Davalillo. Nah, I'm overthinking it. Tartable made the last out. And it will be Don McMahon coming on trying to save it for Cleveland. McMahon leads the team with 3 saves, 2-1 with an ERA of a bit high at 4.82 for McMahon. McMahon will be on Boston any day now. In fact, I think that's June 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. That's the first trade. There is a trade on June 2nd. And I think it's the McMahon and Stang for Radat's deal. You can check me on that, of course. Or did you see any of that, Bill? Were you up at the crack of dawn? 3 a.m., that's too much for me. And now we wait 8 days for the rest of the teams to start. It'll be the top of the order for Kansas City in the bottom of the 9th. Don McMahon on. Campy, 1 for 4 today. McMahon gets his sign from Sims. Here's the windup and the pitch to Campy on a 3-7. He struck him out. 1 down, and Ed Charles will be the hitter. McMahon, ready to go to work now. Charles 2 for 4 on the day. Here's the windup on the pitch to Charles on a 1-3. Hard ground ball to third. Albus is there. Throws across in time. And KC down to their last out. Can Hirschberger be the hero again? He tied it in the 7th with an RBI double. McMahon trying to shut the door. Here's the windup. The pitch to Hirschberger. 2-8. Ground ball shortstop. That's going to be Brown. And that's the ball game as he throws him out. 5-4, the final. The Indians win it. And this game is over. I'll have the totals for you in just a moment. So Aker still very un-Aker-like so far. Two innings today. He's the losing pitcher. That makes Aker 0-4. So despite the league-leading 12 saves, he's lost 4 games. He gave up 2 hits and a run. No walks, 1 strikeout. Kelly ends up getting the win. He's 1-2 now. And McMahon with his 4th save. So 2 innings for Kelly. He came in there, he gave up 2 hits and a run. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. McMahon with a 1-2-3, 9th with a K. So with that, let's look at this now. So the Indians climb within 4 games of first place. Player of the game? Anyone? It's got to be The Rock, doesn't it? 2 for 3, 3 RBIs, the game-winning homer. Who else could it be? Chief Spokane Gary, player of the game, Rocky Colavito. The Indians win it with 5 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. Athletics, 4 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. Good, close game. Holy cow, that was fun. That was a fun game. And no real obvious manager guffaws, at least none that I could see today. Pretty smooth all the way around. Let's see what we got on tap for tomorrow. Detroit Tigers at Minnesota Twins. Dave Wickersham for Detroit, Dave Boswell for Minnesota. Oh God, Kurt, he's way underused. He came into this game at just 74% usage. And for those of you guys who don't play the Windows game, that's in the stats under usage display in the Windows game. What it means is at his current pace, he would only use 74% of his innings. So if anything, he needs to get used a little bit more. Aker, of course, in real life, the Major League save leader in 66 with 32. Now, that may not sound like a ton today, but in the 60s, shit, that's like 50 now. Well, I'm going to roll out of here. Get myself something to eat. I want to thank you guys once again for watching. Yes, sir. He earned his 57K today. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for the great chat today, too. Hopefully catch you all tomorrow, same time. Have a great evening, everyone.